Mastering Python variables. Unlock the power of data storage and manipulation in Python. Introduction to Python variables. What are variables? Variable act as a container for storing data value in your Python programs. Let's see, there is a box. So that box is called a variable. In that box, so there are so many gifts. So that gift is a values. No explicit declaration. In Python, variable are created in the moment you assign a value to them. No prior declaration is needed. Dynamically typed. Python is a dynamically typed, meaning a variable's type can change during execution based on the value assigned. Let's say x is equal to 5. So x is a variable, 5 is a value. So x is an integer value. Y is equal to John. So y is a variable, John is a string. One thing to note, this dynamic behavior simplifies coding during careful handling to avoid unexpected type errors. Understanding dynamic typing. One of Python's most powerful feature is its dynamic typing. Variables are tied to specific data type. They can hold different types of values throughout the program's execution. Let's say x is equal to 4. X is an integer. X is equal to Sally. So x is now a string. So as you can see there, before x is equal to 4, then we can provide another value which is a string value to that same variable which is x, so that x has been changed to the string value. Okay, so when we print that x, our output will be the Sally. This flexibility makes Python concise and easy to write, but it is crucial to be aware of the current type of your variable to ensure your operation are valid. Casting and type checking. Even with dynamic typing, you often need to control a variable type or know what is currently it is. Python provides built-in function for this type casting. Explicitly convert a variable to different data type. Let's say x is equal to str is a string data type, and we assign a value 3. So that x will be 3 and this become a string now. Okay, and y is equal to int 3. Integer is a data type, it is a whole number data type. Okay, so we assign a value is 3, so that y will be integer value. Z is equal to float 3. So what is a decimal type of thing? So as we know that z will become a 3.2. Okay, because it includes the float value, so which include the decimal kind of thing. Okay, checking type. Use the type function to discover a variable data type. When we know there is a variable and we assign a value, but we want to know the variable data type, at that time we use a type function. Print type and and add into it the variable. So we will get a output as a float because it is a decimal type of value which is a float value. Okay, the same as for the name is equal to alias. This is a string value. We will get the output of the string. Casting is vital when performing operation that require specific data type, like mathematical calculation or string manipulation. String and case sensitivity. String delimiters. String in Python can be defined using single or double quotes. Choose one and stick to it for consistency. Okay, so x is equal to John and there is a double quote thing, and y is equal to Doi. There is a single quote thing. Okay, so print x plus this is a concatenate. So this is a concatenation thing. And for the space we use this double put thing and then value. Okay, so we will get the output of the job doing. Okay. Use different codes is useful when you string contain codes. For example, we use single code in the outer side. So we have the single code in the outer side. Inside we have to print this hello thing. And inside we use this double quote thing. Okay. So at that time it it is very become a useful thing. Case sensitivity. Python variable name are case sensitive. This means age are considered two different type variables. For example, here is the code. A is equal to 4. This is a small a is equal to 4. So this is an integer variable because it includes the whole number. Capital A is equal to Sally. So string variable, it is a string variable different from A because it is a case sensitive. Okay, so the small a is a different variable, capital A is a different variable. When we print it out, we will get a different output. Variable naming rule. Follow this rule to create a valid and readable variable names. Allowed characters must begin with small a to small z, capital A to capital Z or underscore thing. Can contain letters, numbers and underscores. What to avoid? Cannot start with the numbers, cannot contain a space, cannot use hyphens, cannot use Python keywords. For example, there is a my variable where this is a valid variable naming. My variable age temp because it can use underscore and this is user ID too. So invalid. Where is a number? There is a space. There is a hyphen, and this is our keyword. So this is an invalid thing. Multi-word naming convention. When variable name consists of multiple words, Python developers typically follow specific convention to enhance reliability. CamelCase. Start with a lowercase letter and each subsequent word's first letter is capitalized. So this is a small, start with a lowercase and each subsequent letter is a capitalized. This is a variable, this is a name. So this is capital. Pascal case, each word start with a uppercase letter, include the first word. So start with the uppercase. Snake case, word are separated by the underscore and all letters are lowercase. So all letters are the lowercase are separated by the underscore. So this is what we can call a snake case. Python community preference. The official Python style guide, PEP8, strongly condemn using a snake case for most variable and function name. Consistency make your code easier to read and maintain for other and your future self. Assigning multiple values. Python offer convenient way to assign values to multiple variable in a single line, making your code more concise. Assign many values to many variable, separate variable and values with comma. X, Y, Z. So it is separated by the comma where we assign three values. So this orange assigned to this X, banana assigned to the Y, cherry assigned to the Z. So this will get output as you can see over there. Assign one value to many variable. X is equal to Y is equal to Z is equal to orange. So this is the value and this is the our variables. we assign this same value to this different variable and we can get this output. Unpacking correction, exact value from a list, tuple or other iterables into separate variables. Let's say fruits is equal to, so this is a list which includes the values like apple, banana, cherry. X comma y comma z is equal to fruits. So let's say we have to get output like we assign this three variable, fruits include the three values. So this will give the result of this uh, like this. Okay, so X has been assigned to this apple, Y has been assigned to the banana, cherry has to assign to the seed. So this will get, we can get output. Outputting variables. The print function in your primary tool for displaying variable values and other information to the console. First thing is printing single multiple variables. Simply pass the variable name to print function. It handle different type and add spaces between multiple title. Let's say name is equal to Alice. It is a string value. Age is equal to 30. Print name age. We will get output like this. Alice 30. String concatenation. Use the plus operator to join string. Remember, you can only concatenate string with other strings. Greeting hello, target world. So let's see. We have to print this. So print greeting. We can concatenate. We can give the space over there, and we can use the concatenation operator plus operator, and then we have this another variable target, and we will get the output like this hello world. Arithmetic operation. Print function can directly evaluate mathematical expression. Let's say num is equal to num1 is equal to 5, num2 is equal to k. Print num1 plus num2 output 15. Important. You can use plus to directly mix a string and number in a single print statement. This will result in a type error. Convert the number to string first using str function. Print. Uh, print. So the number is so so the number is okay, and plus string num1 num2. So this is a correct statement when we have to print and when we using the plus operator over it. Global versus local variable. Variable in a Python have a scope which determine where they can be accessed. This is crucial for avoiding complex and writing modular codes. Global variable defined outside of the function, they can be accessed and used from anywhere in your program, including the inside function. X is equal to awesome. So this is a global variable because this is out of the function. So this is our function, and this is the inside. This is inside in this function. When we when we when we when we call the function, we will get the output like this. Python is a awesome. Local variable defined inside a function. They can only access within the function. If a local variable has the same name as global one, it create a new separate variable specific to the function. X is equal to awesome. This is a global variable. We have this function, and then we can change x is equal to fantastic. This is a local variable but different from the x because this is a global variable, and this x has been assigned into this my function. Okay, so when we print, we will get the Python is a fantastic. We call this function. We get the output like a Python is a fantastic. But we have the global variable, which is also called that x is equal to awesome. So when we print it, we will get the output like output function, outside function also, because we this x has been called this also, not this. Okay, so thank you so much. This is all about the variable, and you can master the Python variable. Thank you.